Sun, Kylat Cuter and Perfect Harmony. 2 lengths Plusker had dropped in 5th on the inside from Sovereign Squall. A length and a half Damascus Road starting to circle them around the outside, followed by Maximel and came Prime Address over on the outside of Poacher Star. 1.5 Victoria Park and Archwin. Nightly Sword the outside. 3 to Knight's Tale, followed by Simric and 2.5 to Litmus. Passing the 800 metres, Sir Macwin the outside and Blazing Sun the rail. Damascus Road is out wide and third from Kylat Cuter, Perfect Harmony. Plusker just behind them, Maximel on the rail, being followed by Victoria Park, Prime Address, Sovereign Squall, 2 to Archwin and the Gold Cap, ridden along on the inside from Poacher Star. They're followed by Nightly Sword starting a run around the outside, and then Simric and Knight's Tale and 2 to Litmus. At the turn, Blazing Sun and Sir Macwin have shared the lead all the way. Corner in front of Plusker into the clear, Maximel the rail and Kylat Cuter. Archwin getting up on the inside under pressure. In the straight, Sir Macwin, Maximel going for a split between them and Blazing Sun. Plusker's chiming in on the outside and Victoria Park trying to get into the clear. Plusker and Maximel with 100 to go. Maximel the inside and Plusker from Victoria Park. Plusker's coming at Maximel. Plusker grabbed the lead and Plusker wanted to head to Maximel. 2 to Victoria Park, third. Sir Macwin close up. Then came Prime Address, Kylat Cuter, Nightly Sword, followed by, just behind these, Knight's Tale and Blazing Sun, Archwin. They were trailed a bit further back by Sovereign Squall. Litmus never came into it. Simric towards the end. Poacher Star, Damascus Road and Perfect Harmony last of all. Plusker the winner, ridden by Peter Mertens, taking out the 5th of the day, number 3. Plusker P. Mertens first, is edged out Maximel and Victoria Park. Should be 5-1 or 3-1 and 7 as we await the judge's verdict. Plusker, well, Tony Krushka's done a great job with this horse. He had a little bit of a setback which put him out of the Winter Championship final that Healthy Diet tried last week, but back to 1400 metres has really been a better race for him anyway. Just struggled to get the 1600 at the Valley. Back to 14 was ideal, and what a lovely ride by Peter Mertens to have a beautiful sit just off the pace and then come with the run at the right time to grab Maximel and win well. Victoria Park in third, and it's 3-1 and 7 official on the 5th. And the time was 1:25.16.
Right side of the 6 runners, all set and away they go. Ken's Court a shade tardy. The others came out in a near perfect line, and Bargain is showing out in front early over Torbellino, who wants to go faster. Russet Royal easing back. Moving around them in the pink colours is Our Covenant. Ken's Court on the fence over racing, and Pollock is last of the 6. To the 1600 mark, about to swing to the back, and Torbellino with the inside running as a narrow leader from Our Covenant, about to head him off. Our Covenant taken to the front by Lisa Crop as they swing into the back straight and draws out about 2 lengths on Torbellino. A little more than a length to Bargain. Ahead away Ken's Court, who won't settle. He's ripping and reefing on the fence. A length then to Pollock, and a half away on the outside is Russet Royal as they go down the back straight. 1200 metres out through this pea soup fog, and Our Covenant is the leader. Torbellino second, Ken's Court third, still pulling. 3/4 to Bargain. Russet Royal starting a forward move 3 deep, and Pollock is last of the 6. On the top turn at the 1000 metres mark, Lisa Crop has Our Covenant a clear-cut leader. In front by a little more than a length to Torbellino. Ken's Court third, hasn't done himself much good. He's been pulling from the outset. Russet Royal on the outside, followed by Bargain, and a half length away last is Pollock. Past the 800, Our Covenant still in front. 3/4 to Torbellino, who's now going to the girth of the leader. Russet Royal tracking 3 deep to the turn, followed by Ken's Court, and the last couple of the stablemates, Bargain and Pollock, as they come to the turn. It's Our Covenant joined now by Torbellino, whose white nose roll is showing prominently as they come around the turn. Our Covenant and Torbellino. Russet Royal 3 deep, followed by Ken's Court, and then Bargain and Pollock has tailed off as they turn the corner. Torbellino's right out in the middle, and he races clear coming to the 300. Over on the inside running on is Russet Royal, followed by Ken's Court. It's Torbellino well clear with 150 to go. Russet Royal is battling on in the white colours, but Torbellino way out here under the arches, still in front as they get near home. Russet Royal is trying hard but won't pick him up, and Torbellino wins at a half length to Russet Royal. Ken's Court third, just in front of Bargain. A good way back is Our Covenant, and last of the 6 is Pollock. Torbellino breaking through for Lenny Beasley, and he's going to pay $3.30 and $1.70. $3.30 and $1.70, and I think that's 2 for Lenny, isn't it? Didn't he ride a winner earlier? Oh, no, he got beaten narrowly on one, didn't he? Orleans and Perpetual Check. That's right, 2 close seconds. Torbolino, he found the right lane, way out, 10 or 12 horses away from the fence. In fact, he got even wider over the last little bit. He's the kind of horse you'd love to own, Torbolino. He always picks up a check. His last 6 runs, 2nd, 3rd, 1st, 5th, 3rd and 1st. And he's now won around about $148,000. Now there, Torbolino will never go down in the annals of the all-time great, and yet he's won $148,000. You don't really need a champion, you just need a handy horse. 132. Torbolino, $3.30 and 170. Number 3, Russet Royal, 170. And number 2, Ken's Court, no third tote. Quinella, $4. Trifecta, 21.70.
Host, here's Greg.
Ready to go. Racing now. Jugulator began a little awkwardly, settles towards the end. Quality Kingdom from the outside barrier began fast, but now burning through near the inside. Prince Belair takes it up ahead of Storm Boy. Danajaya on the inside. Next is Katana on the outside. Then in 5th placing, Quality Kingdom. A length Zarovic, Follow Gold, Jugulator, Permine about 4 lengths. Last of all, Another Excuse. Inside the 600, Prince Belair, a half. Storm Boy on the outside. Danajaya, 2 Katana, a half. The outside, Quality Kingdom. Then Permine, Jugulator, the inside from Zarovic, Follow Gold, and Another Excuse. Danajaya moved up now on the outside of Prince Belair, turning. Storm Boy gone. Katana can get the rails run. Quality Kingdom under pressure next. Jugulator's got to run through just behind the leading horses at the 200. Katana got up on the inside. Prince Belair and Danajaya are fighting it out. Now Jugulator, Quality Kingdom can't go on. It's Katana in front, 100 to go, but Jugulator swamps him with 50 to go. Jugulator raced up, took the lead, and Jugulator won it from Katana. 2 lengths, Danajaya 3rd. Then Prince Belair, Quality Kingdom 5th, followed by Follow Gold, Zarovic, and back behind them to finish was Permai, Storm Boy, and Another Excuse last all the way. The Caulfield Specialist, Jugulator, and what a ride by Darren Gauci. He's won 3 for the day, and Jugulator, which ended up running favourite on track, has taken out the Sir John Monash, beating Katana 2nd and Danajaya 3rd. Well, the favourite never came into it, Quality Kingdom. Jugulator had settled. There he is in the red cap, lying 4th now. Katana got the rails run to head Prince Belair and Danajaya in the light blue. And Jugulator, who'd got into an awkward place, but Gauci got him through on the inside, then switched off these 3 leaders' heels. And when he sprints at the 100 metres, he really comes home with great purpose. Wanted to lay in a little bit away from the whip in the last bit of the race, but he was full of momentum. And he's gone down, and his last 3 starts at this track have come up trumps with victories. Number 2, Jugulator 1st, number 3, 2nd, Official Katana, and 7 was 3rd, Danajaya, ahead of Prince Belair. Well, Quality Kingdom never got into the race at all today. He was being scrubbed up virtually from start to finish, out wide, and we know that doesn't seem to stop him the way he raced in Brisbane, but he raced very, very flat today. And the way he's performed, you didn't have to doubt his ability to win at Group 1 level, which is what they're aiming at the Manikato in the middle of August.
The journey should catch them off and running. Alman's Joy walked out of the gates. He's a clear last to leave the machine. Blazing Flight is away brilliantly. Specialised jumped fast and rapidly getting into 3rd place is Sovereign State, then Crows Before Dawn. Sweet Consort about 5th on settling down, and then Just Like Crystal a fair way back. Little Lucifer at the head of the others then is Sherwood. Alman's Joy is last, and York is a mile back and travelling very wide. Coming around the first turn about 700 out. Specialise on the outside is Just Shading. Blazing Flight. Crows Before Dawn is in 3rd place, and then Sovereign State. Getting up along the fence midfield is Sherwood as they near the turn. Sweet Consort going forward is carted very deep on the turn. About 2 then to Alman's Joy, followed by Just Like Crystal, and York is last as they come around the corner. Into the straight now, it's Blazing Flight, Specialised. Crows Before Dawn 3 deep. Sweet Consort right off the track. Little Lucifer continues to make ground on the inside of these leaders. The horse near the inside rail is Sherwood. Alman's Joy Joy running on, but in the straight, and Blazing Flight just the leader over Specialised. Little Lucifer on the inside, trying hard. Further out, Crows Before Dawn and Sweet Consort. Blazing Flight defies them all, 100 metres out. Little Lucifer trying hard. Al Man's Joy is going to rush home in the last little bit. Blazing Flight hanging on though, and he'll win the winter quality. Blazing Flight beat Little Lucifer with Al Man's Joy a fast finishing third. Then Just Like Crystal, Crows Before Dawn, followed by Sherwood, Sweet Consort, Wellback York, and the last couple Specialise and Sovereign State. Possibly Sovereign State's worst run today. He was gone a long way out and finished last. Blazing Flight is the winner. Ridden by Brian York, is trained by Mal Eggleston at Newcastle and will pay handsomely. $15.40 and $4.30 for Blazing Flight. Second, Little Lucifer, Craig Carmody, to pay a place dividend of $1.70, and Al Man's Joy, Jason Lee, a place dividend of $3.40, and he got home very quickly. Number 9, Blazing Flight, $15.40 and $4.30. Number 5, Little Lucifer, $1.70. And number 10, Al Man's Joy, $3.40. The Quinella on the race, $37.60. Blazing Flight is a 6-year-old, and he ran at Grafton. He ran in the Ramornie, as a matter of fact. He finished 9.2 lengths from the winner, Kidlat. That means he was many lengths behind Little Lucifer and Sovereign State, which finished 3rd and 4th, respectively. So there's another turnaround today. But the track deteriorating at Rose Hill. He led throughout, revelled in the ground, and didn't need his shadow roll today because there weren't any.
Is he in? Field ready. Off now. Petite Falou began quickly. Torlina a little bit slow to move out of the barrier stalls. My Little Lucy began quickly with Melbourne Crown. Georgia Mist away very fast, the grey with the black cutters. And Melinti's coming across with a Georgia Mist. Led Melinti to Petite Falou instant. And then Tycoon Princess getting up to be 5th in the red colours, followed by Uccello Wider out. Then My Little Lucy hit and run over on the inside. Ramelpa Deeper followed by Melbourne Crown. They're followed by Torlina over on the outside of Spring Peak and Quiet Style. And then Sophie's Class 2 to Smidgen, Hard Ridden and High Vegas. At the 600, Petite Falou went through and led now from Georgia Mist, an instant third, but ridden along. Tycoon Princess 4th, and then Melinti followed by Ramelpa 3 deep around the outside of Uccello, Hit and Run, Melbourne Crown. Then Torlina spotting them about 7 from Sophie's Class. Round the corner, Petite Falou in front of Georgia Mist instant. Tycoon Princess getting up behind the leader in the red blinkers. Well clear of Melinti, and down the outside Ramelpa followed by Uccello. It's Petite Falou in front at the 200 from Tycoon Princess. Well clear now of Hit and Run, and Ramelpa coming down the outside. Petite Falou in front with about 50 to go. She's a length and a half on Tycoon Princess and Petite Falou. Petite Falou beat Tycoon Princess. Hit and Run's a length away third. They're followed by Ramelpa, Instant, Melinti, Sophie's Class out wider with Quiet Style. Then Uccello couldn't ping home. Next Torlina on the outside, followed further back by Spring Peak and Smidgen. A gap in the field to Melbourne Crown. High Vegas a long way back, Georgia Miss. She's beaten just 1 to the post. My Little Lucy. Number 8, Petite Falou, virtually all the way, has taken the prize, ridden by Mark Goring, who took the 2 kilos off. Second, number 7, Tycoon Princess, ridden by Stephen Baster. And third, number 5, Hit and Run, ridden by Luke Curry. That looks the way they've finished there. Petite Falou taking it out. And was really never in danger because Tycoon Princess, who loomed ominously about there, has always been a bit suspect when she gets past 1,000 metres, and that has again proven to be the case with Petite Falou. Able to keep going strongly at around about a 10 to 1 chance. Got out to about 12s at the start to pay $14.90. She'd won 3 starts ago in Wednesday Company on a slow track in a restricted race. Beat Ramelpa there. And then successive 4ths up the straight at Flemington over 1,000 and 1,200 metres behind Uccello. She led till about the couple of 100 metres at her last start and got swamped in the last bit, but she's kept going today to beat Tycoon Princess and Hit and Run. 8, 7 and 5. 4th, number 10. 5th was number 13. 111.97. So 1 to go. Take out in the last numbers 7, 15 and 16. Blinkers again for number 10. Race 8 at 4:21. Hilton.
Righto, Greg. Let's go straight back to Sydney in the steward's room at Rose.
Brown rides Jack in the Box, trained by Kim Moore. And this mare hasn't started since January, when she was out of a place behind Tarak, interestingly enough. Now the last couple have moved in and they're all set and ready for dispatch. Shand showed tremendous pace to lead all the way and win here recently. Watch for the white tapes just below her knees, Shand. They really stand out. Off and running. Good start. Came out in a lovely line, and one of the first out is Snippet's Lass, but Shand immediately allowed to stride to the front. Miss Windsor getting to third, followed closely by Dartbrook Dream. Tarak settles down midfield. Sash is out very wide, followed by Bruschetta, and then Jack in the Box, and back last is Clearfield Lass. Shand is being held well together in the middle stages, led by a little more than 2 lengths to Miss Windsor. A half length away, Snippet's Lass, a length to Dartbrook Dream, followed by Tarak, and Sash is travelling wide in the all cerise colours. A gap in the field then to Jack in the Box, followed by Bruschetta, joined on the outside by Clearfield Lass as they come to the turn. He's got a throttle hold on Shand as they straighten up, led by nearly 2 to Miss Windsor and Snippet's Lass, followed by Dartbrook Dream. Jack in the Box is saving ground near the inside. Tarak has pulled out wide and Sash has dropped off. Shand allowed rain, booted away. Shand put about 4 lengths on Miss Windsor. Now running on strongly, Sash from a long way back in the field. Here comes the all cerise Crown Lodge colours, but Shand is well clear 100 out. Sash is running on very strongly in the closing stages. Shand is feeling the pin. Sash is charging right through on the inside, did best and beat her. Sash got up to win by a neck to Shand. Sash and Shand have quinelled it. Tarak has run third, followed by Miss Windsor, then Snippet's Lass, Jack in the Box, Dartbrook Dream, Bruschetta, Clearfield Lass pulled up at the tail of the field. She was up 2.5 kilos in the weights today, and that was the difference. I thought Lenny Beasley rode her a most intelligent race in front. He had a good hold of her. He kept saving. He exploded away coming to the 200 where Sash came. She dropped off on the turn. I thought she lost a little ground turning the corner, but she started to race between horses, got out after the leader, and with Larry Cassidy throwing everything at her, she wore down Shand, and gosh, that's a hard first up run, isn't it? I don't know if Johnny Hawkes is here. He may not be. Could be watching. By gee, John, that's a harder run than you like to see first up on a heavy track. 7.43. Still, I guess it all depends how fit you are coming into the race, and you can bet your life she'll be pretty fit. But you'd still rather see him get it a little easier than that. 7.43.
They're meeting 3 starts ago. He's got a 7.5 kilos pull on Kahira Legend, and the second elect in the race, Rancho Spark. Mr. Thomas third, pick in the race. Renoir Vista moved in on the outside, and they're ready for the last event. Set to go. Off. Felix the Cat began quickly on the inside. Kahira Legend was away fast. Double time going forward. Rancho Spark is hustling up on the outside towards the front runners. And Sardonic has come across with it after going 200. Renoir Vista dropped out to be third last. And Rancho Spark led by a length and a half, heading to the 1,000. Sardonic second. Clan on the rail third. Stargrazer fourth. The outside from Sprung Bad Garnier. Raptor right off the track is working forward towards the leaders. One further back in the field then Mr. Thomas over on the outside of Kahira Legend. Double time between runners. One to Renoir Vista, followed by Felix the Cat and Havalash. They're inside the 800 metres down the side. Rancho Spark the leader, from Sardonic the outside, and Raptor doing double time, working on the outside 3 deep. In behind them Stargrazer on the rail as Clan. One to Mr. Thomas. Garnier losing a bit of ground, and then double time. Kahira Legend over on the rail might need a bit of luck from there. Havalash is next, followed by Felix the Cat, Renoir Vista and Sprung Bad. At the turn now, Rancho Spark about a neck in front here of Sardonic. Raptor's done it hard the outside, clear of Clan, Stargrazer. Kahira Legend getting up on the inside, but Rancho Spark shot away down to the 250. He's opened up 3 or 4 lengths now on Sardonic. Raptor the outside. Kahira Legend in the clear, but under the whip, and Rancho Spark's 4 lengths in front of Sardonic. Raptor and Kahira Legend battling along strongly. Rancho Spark for Little McAvoy's got a big lead with 50 to go, holding them safely, and Rancho Spark wins it by 3 to Raptor. Third Sardonic, Kahira Legend fourth, then Stargrazer, Renoir Vista, Felix the Cat, Sprung Bad, double time, Mr. Thomas, followed by Havalash, Clan, and a very bad last was Garnier. Straight to the front and kept improving his position. Number 8, Rancho Spark, ridden by Kieran McAvoy. The big weight difference helping him in the end. Got down with only 49.5 kilos after the claim, and he's used that advantage to great effect. Rancho Spark taking it out from number 5, Raptor second, and number 14, Sardonic third. Yes, so
the Lone Star Award winner, Brad Pengelly. Off in the last, and a little tardy to begin is Exult, and King of Atlantis didn't jump all that well. Paris Duo is first out. Delta Lad is away quickly. Chosen Warrior, one of the leaders, followed by Allied. Our Alaric is about fifth on the fence on settling down, and then Count Bobby. Rampoli is travelling wide. A gap to Basara, followed by Exult, and King of Atlantis is a long way back in the field as they race up to approach the first turn at the 1,000 mark. Now, it looks like Paris Duo is a narrow leader from Delta Lad with the inside running. He might be pulling a bit. Chosen Warrior running third. Allied is trapped out deep. A length and a half to Our Alaric on the inside of Rampoli. Sharp Rouge out three deep in the black sleeves, black cap. At the head of the others, King of Atlantis on the outside of Count Bobby. A gap then to Basara, and Exult is last as they race up to approach the 600 metres mark in the final event. Paris Duo the leader. Allied second on the outside. Delta Lad getting a cushy run third. Then Chosen Warrior followed by Rampoli. Our Alaric close to the fence from King of Atlantis, Sharp Rouge, Count Bobby, Basara, and Exult last. On the corner now, they're using plenty of racetrack. Delta Lad got up on the inside to join Paris Duo, and they're well clear as they straighten up from Our Alaric and Allied. Rampoli is the widest runner to the 200, and Delta Lad has kicked away now from Paris Duo, who's running on strongly. Then Our Alaric. Delta Lad clear 100 out. Paris Duo in second place, trying hard to pick him up, but Delta Lad is holding them all at bay as they get near home, and it's a treble for Larry Cassidy. Delta Lad too good. King of Atlantis flashed up to get second. Third's close. Our Alaric or Paris Duo. Basara wide out. Then Chosen Warrior from Count Bobby, Sharp Rouge, Rampoli. Well back Allied, and Exult last all the way. And as you know, Connections tried to get that horse scratched late, Exult, because of the deterioration in track conditions. That request was refused because of the lateness of the request. And, well, the Connections were right, weren't they? The horse went like a dromedary on the heavy ground and was last throughout. But still, I guess you've got to look at it both ways. It's the track wasn't that much worse 2 hours ago. That much better, rather. It wasn't that much better 2 hours ago. I think they made the request about 15 minutes before post time. Too late. Now, numbers, Delta Lad, geez, going well, this horse. He's grown a leg. That's 3 from his last 4. Delta Lad completes a treble for Larry Cassidy and pays $3.70 and $1.80. $3.70 and $1.80. Second will be the fast finishing King of Atlantis, Kevin Moses, a place dividend of $2. And third was close, Our Alaric, Paris Duo. Looking at that, you'd say Our Alaric by a breath. And this horse nearest camera, wide out here, came from second last on the corner. That was Basara. Chosen Warriors close up, and the one right over on the inside rail is Count Bobby. So we just wait for that third one now. 4, 7 and a photo. Repeating the Lone Star winner for the day, Brad Pengelly, a young jockey who served his apprenticeship with Ron Quinton and his first Metropolitan treble today. Beg pardon, Hilt?
He was up on screen there, John. Just whilst I have you there, John, it's been an incredible day as they move in at Toowoomba. I don't think I've ever seen this on a Metropolitan race day, but we have a treble today to Brad Pengelly, a treble to Larry Cassidy, we have a treble to Darren Gauchi, a treble to Mick Dittman, and doubles to Eddie Wilkinson, Scott Seamer, Jason Piper, Chad Lever, David Turtle. It's amazing. Here's Toowoomba.
Got out well. Sultan's Rose is up there early and rode.
Got to leave it there.